Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is Tyra Omilade, your Goddess Guru, and you all know I love helping the women, the sister friends. Hi, live in alignment with your life purpose, so that you confidently and courageously live in alignment with your gifts, your talents, using ancient wisdom and the goddess centered lifestyle. It's all about living according to our Dharma. How's everybody doing out there? Glad to see you all. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Hey, Beck. Oh my gosh. How are you, Queen? I'm so glad to hear from you. I've been wondering how you were doing. So lovely, lovely to have you here. And the Queen Rachel is in his house. Hello, Rachel. It's so funny. I know Beck can relate because we are part of a group where we are online business owners. And sometimes it feels like, okay, let me go live. I don't have a lot of energy. I'm probably going to be a little bit low energy. And then we come on and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling like so good when I start seeing everybody. So lovely to see you too, Queen. So, so lovely to see you. I hope you and those babies are well, and your husband, everybody. Nice. Glad to be back. Feeling like I'm getting back into my routine. I've been away for my son's graduation, and it's just been really doing my best just to stay afloat, coming back with things to do and not really like being grounded because I've just been soaring so much, with pride. Actually, with both of my sons, my younger son had such a great year at college. So it's good to be feeling like I'm getting back into my routines and wanting to come on Sundays as much as I can, or Monday, Saturday, something like that, to make sure that you all have some wisdom for this week. It's all about staying fresh and, keeping the inspiration flowing and going to help us. Okay, so let me just put a little banner up because I don't feel right if I don't have a banner. So I want to go on ahead and let's look at the astrology first off, and let's see, what do we have. Now, I already know. I know that I know that I know. Hold on, let me go to where I want to go. That there is a new moon coming up. Oh my goodness. We have a new moon, and we're actually in the new moon phase. Uh that's June. Yes, I want May. So we entered into the new moon phase yesterday. And so we're there now, sisters. We're there now. I'm glad to hear that, Rachel. I love sharing it. I honestly do. But yeah, we are in the new moon phase. So when we're in a new moon phase, it's important for us to make sure that we are planting seeds and writing down intentions. I would love to know, have you begun to do that? So the new moon is Eastern time at 7:30 a.m. So it'll be in the evening time for back down there in Australia. But tomorrow, the 30th, is the new moon for most of the world. And so I just encourage us all to start now. And it's all about being having setting yourself to, you're planting seeds. Let's look at it like that. Think about, you can see down here, the new moon is dark. So it's about planting seeds into the dark, rich soil of you. Okay. And allowing the universe to help you because you're working with the energy. And so I'm really excited about this new moon. I did a new moon workshop. It's still for sale. You can go buy it. I would encourage you to do so. Watch the replay. There's other resources that I have put in there. I put a hypnosis track for abundance. I put a hypnosis track for positive thinking because it's Gemini, and Gemini is the mind. It's thinking. And it's already making a difference for me. I've listened to it 2 or 3 times now, and it makes me during the day check my thoughts, because we know our thoughts they are they really dictate a lot of what kind of experience we're gonna have. But also I go over what does the new moon mean and what sign is it in. But I'll just give y'all a little bit of a taste of what I talked about in that retreat. You can go to my website, goddessbodymindspirit.com, and you'll see the link to click to go and purchase it if you decide you want to get it. Even after the fact, it works because this is a very manifesting moon. Hey, Eileen, welcome. Hello, Erie. How are you? Good to see you, Erie Shay. So, I tell you what, let me pull up the actual moon. This is the chart of the moon. And so, one of the things that I pointed out is this moon is very, very spiritual and creative. It's a very feminine moon, even though Gemini is actually a masculine sign. All of the earth signs are, I mean, air signs are masculine in nature, which means it's more active and, it has more of the masculine qualities like being logical. But because of where this moon is falling in the chart of the hour for that moon, it's very spiritual and intuitive. So I think that this new moon is a great new moon to set intentions to take that softer feminine way for showing up in your life, for manifesting that which you desire. It's quite a bit of earth energy in this chart also. So it is about material manifestation, success, but it's largely through, Gemini is about the mind and belief system. So, transforming your belief system or having a belief system that will empower you to get where you want to go. I work with several mindset coaches or a couple of mindset coaches now that I think about it. And they have helped me to realize that what we have to do is deliberately monitor how are we thinking, what are we thinking. We want to do this deliberately because those thoughts dictate how we see things. Wayne Dyer, I'm pretty sure, is the one who said this: when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that's what Gemini can help us to do. Gemini actually is a sign that can help us to make improvements in some kind of way. And it's because Gemini, it's like able to look at whatever we have and see, like, you can improve it in this way. It's like this energy of, it's sort of like a scientist. Yeah, sort of like I get that word is what's coming to me, but it's like if you created something, if you made an invention, Gemini has the ability to look at the invention and say, we need to tweak it in this way or tweak it in that way, and it'll just make it like amazing. Gemini is actually a little bit of like a gadget type energy. Um, so that's kind of how I see it. You can use your mind to like tweak things, make things better, but it's definitely the belief system and how can you make some improvements that will help you manifest better. And part of what I think is important is really taking that time to do some mindfulness, to get your mind grounded, and to make sure you don't have a runaway train, for a mind, um, which will help you to be able to just be grounded and so that you can see what is the next step that you're supposed to take, or you know yeah, that's how I see it. What is the next step you're supposed to take? Also, it's about connections and networking, um although yeah, connections and networking. So I think it would be important to make sure that you are opening yourself up to, you know just seeing how many people you can connect with or who you need to connect with in order to get to where you want to go, to make the progress that you want to make. There's a lot of energy of making progress in this moon. In this new moon. Also, as well as action. I think it's important for us to take action, but it's action that is divinely guided and inspired. So I would say to you, set intentions that are about you, committing to taking inspired action. um Let me see here, what else do I want to tell y'all about this moon? Hey, Peg. Welcome. um so I guess I could just tell y'all really quickly. Let me see here. What else do I want to tell y'all about this new moon? That's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. Definitely, plant some seeds of intentions. Doesn't even have to do with Gemini. Every new moon, revisit your New Year resolutions. Um, Set new intentions. And you want to think about 1 month, 6 months, and 12 months out. I think that's really good because Gemini new moon happens once a year. So, what do you want to get done between this Gemini new moon and the one in next year? You may want to feel like you are making some strides in about 6 months, which is Sag season. So I'm just going to go through this really quickly. To be honest with you, I went very in depth for the workshop. There's a whole separate video on the new moon in Gemini and what it means for each sign, but I'll just touch on it very lightly. Um, let's see here. For Geminis, you want to focus and set intentions for, like, where do you want to take your life? What new direction do you want to take your life? As well as your health, your well-being, your body. Okay. For Taurus, and I know it's weird. Well, okay, let me see something really quickly. Yeah, I'm going in in the order of the houses. So for Taurus, it's the second house. So set intentions for money, your self worth, your self value, career, food. Okay, what you're eating. Maybe even set some intentions about your stuff. Do you want to do some new things with your stuff? Do you want to buy some new things? For Aries, it's the third house. So for the third house, it would be set intentions that have to do with the mind, business, learning new things. For everybody, for Gemini, new moon, I would seek to learn something new, or maybe you want to start teaching skills, take workshops. These are things that I think are really important. So Aries might be feeling like they want to learn something new. Um, Work on their belief system. Something may be coming up also with siblings, friends, people in your local, like your day to day community. Something like that could be the case for Aries. For Pisces, this is the fourth house. So set intentions for home, family, emotions, and ancestors. This is a pivotal sign for Gemini and Pisces. So you could begin to take yourself in a whole new direction. And a lot of this Pisces has to do with, like, the foundation. I would say emotions. If you really want to make some progress, there might be some new moon intentions you want to make that where you will keep your emotions in check, Pisces. Okay. For Aquarius, this is the fifth house. So you may want to set some new moon intentions regarding having more fun. Oh, let me say this for Aries. You may want to set intentions about traveling. You want to travel some. But going back to Aquarius, you may want to set intentions around having more fun, or, like really amping up using your gifts, your talents, your zone of genius. Maybe you want to start teaching some things for fun or taking some workshops for fun. And maybe something with the children. Maybe Aquariuses want to take their children in a new direction, do something new, maybe some new learning with the children, something you're going to be teaching them or taking, maybe the kids have changed schools or something like that. Um, Dating, set some intentions, new moon intentions around your dating life, sex life. For Capricorn, you want to set new moon intentions that have to do with work and lifestyle, be it personal or at work. Maybe it's something regarding your team. If you're a manager, you want to, set some intentions regarding, what new direction do you want your team to go in. Um, this is definitely a lifestyle house. It also has to do with problems and debt. So some of the Capricorns might be focused on that. For Sagittarius, it's your seventh house. So for the seventh house, you focus on setting new moon intentions regarding your partnerships, be it you're inviting one in or you are, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, Sagittarius, seventh house. Okay. Inviting in a partnership or taking your partnership in a new direction and getting coaching, becoming a coach and balance. How do you want to bring your life into balance? If you have anything going on with legal affairs, you may want to focus on that also. Sagittarius, set new moon intentions that will help you, make progress or get ahead with this any legal affairs. For Scorpio, this is your eighth house. And so this new moon can help you with healing, continuing to heal, taxes, working on your taxes, something regarding shared resources from partners, could be marital, could be business. Maybe some of the Scorpios are looking at going to school, wanting some type of financial backing. It could come to you, or maybe it's something with inheritance also with the Scorpios. But I see the eighth house as really calling the Scorpios to take that time to make sure you are taking care of yourself and you're continuing your healing work. Continue to heal, Scorpio. Now, for Libra, I'm really excited for you. This is happening in your ninth house. So the ninth house is about visioning, it's very futuristic. It's about taking your life in a whole new direction because you have a whole new outlook in life. You're feeling more expansive. So I'm excited for the Libras, maybe setting some new moon intentions about foreign travel. But if you want to go in a new direction and you want to feel like you're not stuck, then I encourage the Libras to set new moon intentions at this moon profusely. This is also about being seen. And it's you have a potential to be like seen more. I don't know which word I'm looking for, but anywho, if you want to stand out, if you want people to kind of be looking at you like, oh wow, I see her and I like what she's talking about, I would set some intentions about, yes, I'm stepping into that when those opportunities come, because it could be a lot of opportunities coming your way, Libra. um Also, teaching and learning, some of the Libras may be feeling like, I just feel like I need to do that, set some new moon intentions around that. For Virgo, this is your 10th house, which has to do with career and what you're known for. So, Virgo, if you want to be known for something new, I encourage you to set some new moon intentions that this is where you're headed. It is now, May 29th, 2023, and I am fill in a blank what your new thing is. Step into it boldly and set intentions that it will happen. You'll see it manifest, but you want to step into it now. But yeah, career changes on the horizon, lots of being able to take yourself to the next level. I'm excited for the Virgos. I'm excited for the Leos, also excited because this is the 11th house for the Leos. So this could have to do with um being gameful and making money based on your career. And um, the Leos may be feeling like they have new friend groups. So just go with, write some new moon intentions about who do you want to hang out with. And yeah, I'm excited for the Leos because this is a house that it's associated with, to a certain degree, good fortune, but it's largely from the work that you do. So set new moon intentions about being gameful and finding a vibe tribe that will support you in whatever your goals are. New moon intentions regarding making progress. And then lastly, for Cancerians, this is happening in the 12th house, which is a very spiritual um, house. It's very internal. So I think that the Cancerians can do a lot of healing. I think for everybody, hypnosis and subliminals, I'm going to continue to say this because it will make your life change so much more easily using hypnosis, working on the subconscious mind, NLP, subliminals. But for sure, the Cancerians need to look at what are you going to do to begin to move yourself away from sabotage. And, sabotage is really not a bad thing. It's about safety more than anything, is how I see it. So, how can you begin to feel safe with moving in the direction you need to go? Maybe some of the Cancerians need to start meditating or doing mindfulness. You got away from it and you need to get back to that. Maybe even yoga. I think mindful walks would be great for Cancerians, actually. And also, is there something you want to create? I didn't say this, but for Scorpios and the Cancerians, this is a time where you could be having something come up regarding your sex. You want to improve your sex life or you want to heal it, something regarding your sex life. Getting better sleep for the Cancerians, it might come up as a potential topic that would be good for you to focus on. So that's real quick and light. I went way more in depth in the retreat. Again, you can still go to my website, Goddess Body Mind Spirit, and buy that retreat to get, the full version. I even go through the planets, like if you have Moon or Venus or Mars or something like that in Gemini, what else do you need to consider for this moon? So let's see here. Mars conjunct Jupiter happened yesterday. Venus went into Taurus. I don't know. I just feel good about these two. I talked about them last week. I feel good. Like Venus and Taurus, this is a yes. This is like a huge, big yes. Because Venus is home in Taurus. Um, and it just brings in pleasure and abundance. And it's the ability to manifest. And it's about being more natural and earthy and grounded. And it's about money, topics regarding money and our values. So, so important for us to look at while we are with Venus in Taurus. And then Mars conjunct Jupiter. Um, I don't know. I just really feel good about that transit for us personally. Now, on the world level, I do think that it's gonna bring up a lot of political yelling back and forth and different things like that. There are people who are called into advocacy, and so I encourage you to do that. But if you feel sort of like it's a waste of your time, save those kind of arguments for something that's really worth it, is what I would say. But I think it's really a good combination for people who want to be self-employed or people who want to take their lives in a new direction that's more expansive and full of, like you feel like you're growing in your wisdom and you feel connected to divine guidance. It's like action guided by wisdom and really increasing passion for what you want in your life. And I also think it will increase a lot of abundance, but it's going to be abundance that comes through action because Aries is action. Okay. I just love this. I love this conjunction. And we're still underneath it. It's a part of this new moon in Gemini. Just so much creative energy can come our way. I'm really, really excited about that. You're welcome back. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day too. I know think you're just getting started in your day. So thank you. Okay, so let's Oh, I got to finish going through the week. So then we'll start feeling it around Tuesday, but Mercury square Saturn. And so, okay, let me go home. I don't know why I did that. Hold on one second. Mercury square. Where's Mercury? Mercury square Saturn. Okay, because Mercury is in Taurus. So Mercury square Saturn. I bet y'all we're gonna see something go down with the stock market. Maybe not. Um, but yeah, Mercury square Saturn, it brings a level of sobriety. So maybe we're gonna be like feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm having to like have a reality check about my money, or oh my gosh, I'm having to have a reality check about like what kind of progress am I making? It's a reality check and you feel it in your mind. It might be you connect with somebody and they just say something, and you know how sometimes it's like, man, you are all on my toes. It might feel like that. Um it could be, you feel like your mind is scattered and then something happens and you're like, no, or that whatever happened is like yanks you down and it's like, get sober, get this mind focused and grounded so we can get things done. Um, and it's Mercury retrograde. So maybe we are feeling like we're having a reality check around something that needs to be revisited. Maybe all of a sudden it just comes up like this whole Mercury retrograde, you've missed it, and all of a sudden it comes up. Saturn is like bossy energy. It's the energy of an authority figure. So it could be a clash between older people and younger people. So, those of parents, you may feel, especially parents of young adults, you just might want to, no, it could just be children in general, or young people in general, where it's just like there's a clash of some sort. But it's like maybe there's somebody who is a boss and you just feel like they just really kind of like hurt your feelings or really checked you or something like that. Mercury is in Taurus, so it could be really and truly y'all something about money, earth. Uh, It could be something about, values, self-worth, self-value, uh, reality checks about any of those. How are you taking care of yourself, your stuff, because that's Taurus. Taurus is like maybe a reality check is like, we can't make any progress as long as you keep all this stuff around you. You gotta get rid of all this stuff, and then you'll be able to make progress. Let me see here. What are y'all saying? Okay. What else? And then Mercury sextile Neptune. So very mercurial week. That we have the new moon in Gemini, so that's Mercury. Mercury square Saturn. Mercury sextile Neptune. Mercury direct. So very mercurial week. I encourage y'all this week. Let me tell y'all one thing about Mercury and Gemini is it is about affirmations. So let me pull these affirmations now. But Mercury sextiles Neptune, I love that. I love that. I love that. It's healing and nurturing. It's that spiritual, that intuitive mind. Um, and it might be sort of like blessings coming through. Somebody, gives you a good idea about maybe it's a spiritual topic, or maybe it's something about money, taking care of yourself. But yeah, that's what Mercury sextile Neptune is. That can help to kind of buffer Mercury square Saturn. It could be like one moment you feel like somebody's like been harsh to you mentally, and then the next moment you feel like somebody blessed you, or vice versa. So affirmations are important this week. This first affirmation that I have for you all is I am adaptable. I love that because the Gemini energy is very adaptable energy. I accept changes and can adjust to any situation. And it's really interesting because it could be that Saturn is not being adaptable. So it could be, maybe you're like, "Hey, let's change. Let's, adapt." And then there's somebody who's resistant to doing that. Or it could be, you know, yeah, it could be something like that. I'll just kind of keep it simple. But I just kind of think, the reverse, the Mercury part being the stronger one could be, um, yeah, the young people are saying to the older people, let's adapt, or the employees are saying to the boss, we need to adapt, and the boss doesn't want to. It could be a clash when it comes to adapting. But just personally, the question I would ask myself is, where am I in being adaptable? I would love to hear from you all. Where are you in being adaptable? Are you adaptable? How much can you take making changes when changes need to happen? But it's definitely a strategy to use this week for staying balanced and, having a pretty good week. So I am adaptable. Now, something else that I want y'all to know is that Mercury is, let's see here. Mercury, let's see here. We're at the 29th. So it's at the 27th degree, 26th degree, 26th degree. Okay. So this 26th degree that it's going to go direct on. So we're now officially in, oh, tomorrow we'll be in what's called Mercury Retrograde Storm. And that's where we could find that we're having the biggest issues when it comes to like Mercury Retrograde topics. So I just encourage you to make sure that you, make sure you leave on time and check and double check whatever the communication is. Did you actually hit send? Have you gotten the email that says, "Yes, we see that you hit, you have completed the process and it's done." Did the people who you communicate with, did they really hear you the way you wanted them to hear you? Um, you know, be deliberate in how you're driving. It's just Mercury retrograde in storm. It's a very powerful position for Mercury. Mercury's getting ready to go direct. And when a planet is changing the direction that it's moving in, we just see its energy show up a lot. And of course, we see here, we got it 2 times this week because Saturn is going to go retrograde and it takes even longer. So let's see here. Today, Saturn is on the 25th degree. Look how long it's been on the 25th degree. It's been there since the 18th. And let's go down. Look at that. I mean, it takes even longer. So Saturn's energy is going to be ramped up this year. I mean, this week, because it's slowing down to retrograde. And so, it's a lot of energy of shifting, and so maybe that's one of the reasons that we want to make sure that we are, um, being adaptable this week. I actually say, and I haven't done this yet, I'm going to do this, um, during Mercury retrograde. One of my remedies that I made up is I give thanks for technology. It's like, "Oh, I'm so grateful for my technology. I take care of my technology. Thank you, technology," or gadgets, whatever it is that moves you. Saturn going retrograde. Uh, let's see here. Something you could see, like Saturn is about success. Um, it's about hard work and patience and planning. And the way it manifests is typically if you're going to see something manifest from Saturn, it's one or two things. It's like karma. And so, if you've been planning like really like whatever seeds you've been planting, you could see like like something manifest regarding what you've been planting with Saturn, because Saturn is like, it's impartial. It's like, I'm gonna give you whatever you earned. That's it. You earn a lot, you get a lot from Saturn. You don't earn a lot, you don't get a lot. You do a good job, Saturn's gonna say, good job. They're not gonna be like raving, but they'll say good job. And if you didn't do a good job, Saturn's gonna be like, this is not acceptable. um, so something could pop off. And it could pop off based on, the house, your Aquarius house. So like for Gemini, you could see a manifestation regarding long distance travel or something regarding some wisdom book might pop up for you. For Taurus, it could be something manifest regarding a job or career, something regarding your career and what you're known for. Aries, it could be definitely something regarding progress, making progress. You finally are making progress on something and you can really see it. Um, and maybe something regarding friends. For Pisces, it could be you feel healed up or you're really in tune with. Yeah, I think that Pisces could really feel healed up because this is Saturn in your 12th house. And like, maybe helping Pisces to move past self-sabotage. So Pisces wakes up and is like, oh my gosh, I finally don't feel like I'm sabotaging myself all the time. For Aquarius, it just straight up, you could see something manifest in your life. Um, like you wanted to go in this new direction and oh my gosh, it's finally here, or something where it's like firmly going to put you on that direction or something regarding your health and well-being. For Capricorn, Capricorns actually could find that they just all of a sudden some more money shows up or they are like finally doing something, buying themselves something nice. um, yeah, I could see that happening for Capricorn. And for Sagittarius, it could be, you got invited to speak somewhere. Somebody wants to share something that you've written. Um, Maybe somebody who you've been trying to connect with, they finally get back in touch with you because it's the third house. And so it could be something like that. For Scorpio, it could be something around the house. Now, this could feel a little bit harsh to the Scorpios, but Scorpio, we used to like hard times. I hate to say it that way, but maybe Scorpios are like something really, something, comes forth regarding the home. It could be a reality check, like you need to get this together, or it could be it could be like, man, are making progress on beautifying your home or something like that, or yeah, something with the house, with the home, or with the family. Could become like something really big happens this week for the Scorpios. And then for Libras, it could be all of a sudden somebody from your past contacts you and is like, "Hey, let's go out on a date." Or, there was something that you were supposed to do fun. It didn't happen. It comes back up or something with the children, with children, it could be that also Libra. And then for Virgo, it could be something like Virgos are feeling like they're finally, getting their routines down and they're feeling good about their routines. Or if you haven't been working on it, it's like a reality check and something just really shows you got to get this together, Virgo. And then for Leo, it's Aquarius is your seventh house. So, with the Leos, it could be something regarding your partners or partnerships, besties, coaches. Maybe you're a consultant and, something comes forth, some opportunity or some reality check regarding that. With Saturn, I don't know. It all depends on what you've been doing. So I don't know if it'll feel good or what. Some of y'all may feel nothing with Saturn going retrograde, but trust and believe. I would open myself up and pay attention because this is a lot. Mercury going direct, Saturn going retrograde. This is big energy this week. And for Cancerians, something regarding shared resources. Maybe all of a sudden, you get a check or your partner gets a check that they weren't expecting to get, some extra cash flow, or your partner and you have to have some tough discussions about all of a sudden, like nothing was going on. All of a sudden, Cancerians and their partners are talking about money, or It could be something about healing. Maybe you're gonna like just say, forget it. I gotta heal. I gotta get this taken care of because it's the eighth house, which has to do with deep healing. So, hello, actor 23. Thank you. All righty. So I hope that has helped you. Okay. So the other one for this week is I am nurturing. I am nurturing. I foster good health and curate positive relationships. I am nurturing. That one is just decent and in order all the time. So this is not a week to be beating yourself up. This is a week to embrace, care, self compassion. So I encourage you all to really open yourselves up to nurturance. I'd love to hear, what are you going to do? Can you think of something already that you're going to do to take care of yourself? Mercury Direct on Friday. So I'm just going to tell y'all the dates that we need to think about. So tomorrow, the 30th through June 8th. I would even say Mercury doesn't really get back normal until June 13th. We'll start feeling better and better about Mercury's energy feeling more normal again once once it goes or once it gets to around June 13th. Okay. So I'm excited about that. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, I want to pull um, one of a card from the goddess deck. I just love this deck so much. I love it. I love how feminine it is. So let's see here. This is interesting. I haven't pulled her, I don't think, before. Amaterasu. Amaterasu. I think she's out of Japan. And let's see what she has to do with. What wisdom does she have for this week? And what are y'all taking from the share thus far? I would love to hear from you all. I know I've just been kind of going through or whatever, without talking or stopping a lot, but I do want to have a conversation. Y'all know I love that. So Amaterasu is the Shinto creatrix sun goddess, great goddess spirit shining in heaven. Okay. Source of all light and life, and the most beautiful woman of heaven and the world. This is how they refer to her. She took refuge in a cage long ago, hiding her beauty and her light, plunging the world into darkness. She was coaxed from her cave by the laughter of the gods, and she emerged in all her glory and brought back the healing radiance of the sun back to the earth. And she embodies the loving warmth and light of the sun emerging into the world in glory and triumph. She is the assured return of life and joy after darkness. I feel like we need this right here. Her radiant beauty shines forth from within the core of her being without any adornment needed, reflecting her beauty to others. So here's what she means. Amaterasu shines forth into your life, radiating wholeness, wellness, creation, and manifestation. She shows you there is good reason to be optimistic, that you are loved and free to express yourself in the sunniest light, and that the co creation and partnership with others is the great joy in life. She encourages you through your glowing radiance to light the way for others. And the sentence that stands out was two that stand out to me. She shines forth into your life wholeness, wellness, creation, and manifestation. So I want y'all to own those this week. And the other sentence, she shows you there is good reason to be optimistic, that you are loved and free to express yourself in the sunniest light, And to co-create, to work with others, is a joy. Okay. So maybe you want to take time to hang out with somebody this week. So let me see. Okay. So I think that's what I have for us today. I hope that this has been helpful to you all. And yeah, that's what I have. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm wishing you all the happiest new moon ever. Again, it's okay if you didn't make the new moon workshop live. It's still available. And I see the new moon retreats, is what I should call it, as a resource. It is truly, truly a resource that you can use over and over and over. So I, encourage you to go on ahead and look into buying it and using it for yourself. I pour my whole heart and soul into just about every workshop that I do. And so, yeah. But I wish y'all a wonderful week, a prosperous, abundant new moon in Gemini. And I appreciate you all so much for being here. And yeah, I'm going to go on ahead and log off. So y'all take care and we'll connect again soon. Thank you all so much. Peace and love.